ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। 24 ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिना। I repeat again. ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिना। So this is the verse, very important. We used to chant it when we eat food. The meaning is, Brahman is the instrument of offer with, Brahman is the oblation, by Brahman is the oblation offered into the fire of Brahman. Brahman alone is to be reached by him who meditates on him in his works. I say again this translation. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, Brahman is the instrument to offer with, Brahman is the oblation. Brahman is the oblation offered into fire of Brahman. Brahman alone is to be reached by him who meditates on him in his works. In previous verse, it was said in the last line, Yagyaya charata karma samagram praviliyate. In the last line, the meaning is, if work has been done for sake of sacrifice, this will not produce result, this will not bound. Before we enter in this mantra, few points have been very, very important to understand that. The rule of the action is, the rule says, if someone had done any work, it is going to give its fruit. The rule says of action must produce its fruit. Anytime, it must give its consequences, either good or bad, outcome bound to happen. So this is the rule, cause and effect. No one can escape it. No one can go beyond that. So this is a must. But Sri Krishna says, if someone does work for sake of sacrifice, his work will not produce any result. The work automatically will dissolve itself. So very, very contradictory talks are here. Two statements, they both are very, very contradictory. Sri Krishna says, Yajnaya charata karma. The four of yajna, if you do anything, it will not produce result. How is it going to happen? So understand this. He made Arjuna understand this philosophy, these contradictory statements. As an anecdote, he gave example of the yajna. So first we have to understand what yajna is. In ancient time, everyone used to do every morning or evening. They were used to do this yajna. It is like this. If someone eats chili, the chili will affect only one person. One person will get its taste. But if we put into fire, it will affect our surroundings. So many people can feel its consequences. So it means the fire increases the quality of the object. In previous time, ancient time, the people used to do yajna. Here are two words we have to understand. One is charity. Another is a yajna. Charity means when we are giving anything, any object to anyone in this world. When you give food someone, when you give medicine someone, clothes, and any kind of help if you give, it is charity. But when we do for the divine powers, it is not charity. It is a yajna. It is yajna. So see the difference. Worldly things, when I give to in this world a needy person, it becomes charity. But same thing like rice, ghee, so many ingredients we put into fire. Fire is not common fire. The fire is a sacred fire. And with the mantra, they invoke the devas. They invoke the divine powers. So concept of the yajna is, if I have, suppose, ghee, rice, any other ingredients. So now I am thinking that this is mine. I am the owner of this. But in yajna or in charity, if you give your rice someone, it becomes charity. If you give ghee to someone else, it becomes charity. But when we give it to the God, divine powers, it becomes a yajna. Now, in yajna, the priest first created the fire with the mantra. With the mantra. It becomes sacred fire, not a common fire. With the mantra, he lit the fire in the place of fire. It becomes sacred because of the mantra. Then the ingredients like rice, ghee, sesame, these we put into the fire. But not just putting, with the mantra. Mantra is the very, very meaningful. Mantra is very, very meaningful. So what we do? We do that. This ghee was mine. This rice was mine. This object was mine. Now this does not belong to me. This is belong to the divine power. That is why when we put the ahuti, oblation, and we say, idam agnena mama. This is for fire. Now this is not for me. Idam indraya. This is for Indra. Now Indra is the owner of this object. I am not owner of this object. So my I-ness, my mine-ness, I give up. So this is yajna. So with the mantra, Lord Sri Krishna says here, if you do that, the whole procedure of the yajna, then it becomes successful. You have to follow the all procedure. When which ingredients should be given. There is a sequence. First this one, then this one, then this one. So when we put some ingredients into fire, it's one part remains in the place of fire as a S. It is a gross. And subtle part, it goes to the atmosphere. So atmosphere also becomes purified. So first, the gross part of that ingredients remains in the place of fire. The subtle part goes to the space. Then we can smell. We can smell the fire, burnt ghee, burnt this. You can smell. And subtler part, it will goes to the devas. Then deva will give you in return whatever your desires. So here Sri Krishna says, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam. So this is the procedure of the yajna. There is a priest, there is instruments, there is ingredients, there is a mantra, there is a fire, equipments. Then we can do the yajna. But this is the Brahma yajna. Brahma yajna. Sri Krishna strike suddenly, so higher level thought. Arjuna was not ready for this thought. Arjuna was not ready. He gave he gives here the supreme thought. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi, Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam, Brahmaivatena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, the real yajna is here. So many yajna will be introduced by Lord Sri Krishna. Yajna does not mean only put some ingredients into fire with the proper way. Yajna is not the meaning of this. Sri Krishna gave different meanings. Sri Krishna gave different meanings of yajna. So first meaning is Brahma yajna. Brahma yajna like this, Brahmarpanam, whatever we do. We means the realized person. Brahma Karma Samadhina, Brahma Karma Samadhina. He introduced new words, Brahma Karma. Every action is for sake of the Brahman. Brahma Karma. Every action is breathing, sleeping, walking, talking. Anything, any action, none other than the Brahman. Only Brahman is everywhere, every time, everywhere. Brahman is there. So this thought is about the supreme thought, non-dualistic. In this thought, everything is Brahman. The instrument in this yajna is also Brahman. The priest is also Brahman. Ingredients also Brahman. Mantras also Brahman. So everything is Brahman. This we call Brahma Karma. And what is the result? Result is Brahma. Supreme consciousness, your essential nature. You are Brahman. This thought will arise by this yajna. So see, yajna here, Sri Krishna gave so many aspects. So first aspect is Brahma yajna. And he was trying to say that, Arjun, you are the supreme consciousness. If you can understand that you are the Brahman, you are the consciousness, any action, any karma cannot contaminate you. Any karma, any action cannot bound you. This karma, this action will automatically melt. Automatically melt. You do. It is like writing on the water. If you write on the water, it disappears before it appearing. There is nothing, you cannot read. So like writing on the water, you cannot read. Same, the realized person, whatever he does, whatever he eats, whatever he thinks, wherever he goes, everything is Brahman. So this is the highest thought which Sri Krishna says. Now, number second, Daivameva pariyagyam yogina parupasate brahmagnava pariyagyam yagye naivopajuyat. I repeat, Daivameva pariyagyam yogina parupasate devameva pariyagyam yagye naivopajuyat. See the translation. He says, O Arjun, some yogins resort only to the sacrifice related to the gods. Other offer sacrifice into the fire of Brahman, solely by means of sacrifice. See the translation again. Some yogins resort only to the sacrifice relating to the gods. Other offer sacrifice into the fire of Brahman, solely by means of sacrifice. So previous thought was the highest. All things had been done. But now he is giving more aspect of the yagyas. There are so many kinds of yagya according to Sri Krishna. And he is introducing. First was the Brahma Yagya. Now another one is Daivameva Pariyagyam. Another yagya is, now he's saying, it does not mean the yagya, the ritualistic yagya are useless. No, they are useful. Like you have passed the school, you have passed the college. So schools and colleges are not useless. They are not useless. You have passed. For you, they may be useless, but they have their value. For others, you may be above. You are the more class qualified. For you, there is no need for school. For you, there is no need for college. But it does not mean the college, schools are useless. That is why Sri Krishna says, the realized person does only Brahma Karma, Brahma Yagya. But there are so many levels of sadhakas. There are so many layers of the spiritual practitioners. Daivameva Pariyagyam. Another. So Sri Krishna, another yagyas also preach. He says, Daivameva Pariyagya. The other people does Deva Yagya. Deva Yagya, the Yagya for the Devas. If I want heaven, so what should I do? Money is not enough. If I have lots of money, my money is not means for the heaven. If I want to go to heaven, my house, it may be big house, but my house cannot produce the heaven. I may have other bodily positions, relations. I may be a king. But if I want to go heaven, then I have to do something different. This money will not work. This palace will not work. I have to do something different. And that different thing is yagya. So that is why we call that jap yagya, dhyan yagya, yoga yagya. You do japa, chanting, pilgrimage, charity. You do so many things. They will produce as a result heaven. Sri Krishna says, Daivameva Pariyagyam Yogina Paripasate. So many yogis, the sadhakas, the seekers of truth, they do yagya for the heaven. A proper way. Brahmagna Bapare Yagyam Yagye Naivo Pajuyati. Another very important yagya is here. Very important. He's saying that Brahmagna Apare Yagyam, the other, offer sacrifice into the fire of Brahman solely. What is this? So let's understand. Our soul is individual. In my body, there is my soul. In your body, there is your soul. So every body has its separate soul. It's like ripples in the waves. There are so many waves coming and destroying. There are so many waves take place, and when they reach the shore, they destroy. They do not remain. So my soul is individual. Your soul is your condition, with your condition. So we can say that Jivatma. Jivatma. Another is Paramatma. Because you are the Vedanta student, so you can understand it very easily. Otherwise, it is very difficult. You know that in Upanishad, there is a mantra. The mantra says, Pranavo dhanu saro yatma brahmatal laksham uchyate apramattena vedavyam sarvattan mayo bhavet. The translation is Pranavo dhanu. The Pranav means Om is the bow. Atman is the arrow. And the Brahman is said to be marked, Laksh, target. It should be hit by one who is self-collected and which hits becomes like the arrow, one with the mark. Saravat tanmayo bhavit. It is like this. If someone, as archer, he puts his arrow and he throws his arrow into its target, and target hits. Same, this soul is like arrow. Brahman is like target, destination, lakshya. So this soul should be merged into self, into supreme consciousness. How? What is the method? The method is pranam. Pranam means Om. Om means we have to listen properly. We have to manan and nididhyasan. And then the realization will happen. Realization means this soul becomes without any condition. There is no name, no form. Like river. River is going to ocean. River has its name, a form, a size, but when it merges into ocean, there is no name, no form. Same, Sri Krishna is giving message in this mantra, Brahmagna Vapare Yagyam. Like when you put the ingredients into fire, fire burns it. The only ash remains. There is nothing remains. Same. This, my soul, your soul, individual soul, Jivatma, it has to be merged into Brahman. The means is Om. Brahma Agne Vapare Yagyam Yagye Naivo Pajuyati. So this is also Yagya. You are listening. You are mananam, doing mananam. You are nididhyas, doing nididhyasan. It is a yagya. It is yagya. Lord Sri Krishna says, Brahma Agne Vapare Yagyam Yagye Naivo Pajuyati. Is such people will merge into the supreme consciousness. Now next one. Srotradin Indriyanyanye संयमाग्निषु जुह्यति शब्दादीन विषयान्य इंद्रियाग्निषु जुह्यति. I repeat. श्रोत्रादीन इंद्रियाणि अन्ये संयमाग्निषु जुह्यति शब्दादीन विषयान अन्य इंद्रियाग्निषु जुह्यति. See the translation. Other offer age oblation, hearing and other senses in the fire of restraint. Some others offer as the oblations of objects of the sense, such as sound and rest into fire of their senses. See one more time the translation. Sri Krishna says, others offer as oblations, hearing and other senses in fire of restraint. Some other offer as oblations the objects of the senses, such as sound and rest into the fire of their senses. So now next yajna. Next time different type yajna. What is the yajna? Srotradin Vishayaninya Sanyamagini Sanyam. Self-control. Self-control. If you control yourself, other person will not control you. If you cannot control yourself, then other will control you. At Sanyam. Sanyam, self-control. Srotradin Indriyani. So our organs, sense organs, organ of actions are like wild horses. They are symbol of the power. They are very strong. They are wild. They should be controlled. If they are not controlled, they will control you. They will destroy you completely. So, Srotradin Indriyananne Sanyamaginishu Juyati. Sri Krishna says to Arjuna, Anne, the other. Other what does? They are doing the different type yajna. The yajna is control of the sense. In Vedanta, Shamdam. We studied that Shamdam, the control of the organs. Control means your eyes will see, ears will listen, but you are the boss. Control means in Upanishad, Rishi says, Bhadram Karanebhi Shruniyam. There are so many sounds, there are so many colors, so many views. You cannot stop your organs. It is okay. It is okay. It is going to happen automatically. So this is not sadhana. Sadhana is when your sense organs are going here and there, they should not be stuck. They should not be stuck there. I love this. I like this. I love this. I like this. This becomes a problem. Atma Sanyam. Sanyam means you are controlled by yourself. No, I don't want to listen to this music. I don't want to eat this food. I should not eat this food. But my tongue will say, no, today. Only for today. No. You have to have a power to give order to sense organs. This is the Sanyam Agni, the fire of the self-control. The fire of the self-control. So every sense organs, ears, nose, skin, touch, taste, you cannot forget about one also. One sense organs can destroy. Indriya srotradin indriyagni sanyamagni sujuyati. Sabdadin vishayanyanya indriyagni sujuyati. Now the next level. First was, we should control our sense organs. Now the topic is, Sri Krishna says, another yajna is Sabdadin Vishayananya Indriyagini Sujati. Your sense organs are like fire. Fire. In this fire we put color, sound, taste, everything. It is going to happen naturally. But you should make it yajna. Yajna means auspicious activity. Auspicious. So, Shabdadi, when we offer a sound to my ear, I should be careful. I should be very, very careful that the sound should be not a bad sound. If I am offering any color, any object, any shape to my eyes, I should be very, very careful. This should be according to Shastra. Because you are offering, you are doing sacrifice. It does not mean whatever you do, anything can offer to the eyes. No. Eyes is like fire, sacred fire. Ears are like sacrifice. Your tongue is sacred fire. So here, the food should be given sacred, holy. Shabdadin Vishayaninne Indriyagini Sujuyati. Virtue. There are another type people. Now next one. Sarvani Indriya Karmani Prana Karmani Chapare Atma Sanyam Yogagnav Juyati Jnana Deepite. I repeat. Sarvani Indriya Karmani Prana Karmani Chapare Atma Sanyam Yogagnav Juyati Jnana Deepite. See the translation. Some again offer as oblation the functions of the sense and activity of the vital breaths into the fire of yoga of restraint of the mind, kindled by knowledge. See the translation one more time. Some again offer as oblation the functions of the sense and activity of the vital breaths into the fire of the yoga of restraint of the mind, kindled by knowledge. Now he is describing another type yoga, another type yajna. Here Sri Krishna made a difference between the outer activity and inner activity. Outer activity and inner activity. Outer activity means I am watching, I am hearing, I am going, I am listening, I am doing this, and I am doing this. So I am aware. I am doing. I am fully aware. I am doing. So these are the outer activity. This is Indriya Karamani. Indriya Karamani means the actions which has been done by sense organs. Indriya Karamani. Another Prana Karamani, inside activity. Prana Karamani means inside activity. Inside activity means prana is going out and come inside. Because of that prana, in our body, all systems work. Everything is going perfectly because our prana is working. So entire inner activity which you are not doing, you are in state of sleep, digestion happens, blood circulation is going on, all systems of the body is working, but you are not doing. But the action is being happened. So this is prana karmani. Prana karmani. So knowingly action, activity, unknowingly activity, you are aware, you are not aware, whatever activity you are doing, Sri Krishna is saying here, Atma Sayyam Yogagnau Juyati Jnana Deepite. Another kind yogi what does? Another kind yogi does Atma Sayyam. Atma Sayyam. Control of the mind. Control of the mind. Atma Sayyam. So control of the mind is also fire, like fire. It is like fire. In this fire, you have to offer all your activity, inner activity, outer activity, Atma Sayyam Yogagnav. So your all activity should be for your Atma Sayyam. Do not do anything which will take away from you, from your Atma Sayyam. Sri Krishna says, this is also yajna. Great effort. Do not do any such activity which will lead you from your Atma Sayyam to away. This is yajna. Control your mind. So all activity, inner activity, outer activity, knowingly, unknowingly, religious, secular, any activity can be made it as a sacred, as a yajna. Atma Sayyam Yogagnav Juyate Jnana Deepite. Here Sri Krishna is using the word Jnana Deepite, kindled by the knowledge. We have knowledge, but our knowledge does not work for us. I have knowledge, I know everything, but my knowledge is not meaningful to me. I can give lecture. I can understand someone else. But my knowledge is not bright for me. Jnana Deepite means the knowledge, your knowledge should be brighter. Your knowledge should be like a reality. Knowledge is not for just knowing. Knowledge is for the working. Jnana Deepite. That is why in scriptures, she says, oh knowledge, oh God, my knowledge should be bright. Bright means my knowledge should be for me first. Then I can provide another people too. Now next one and last one. Dravyagyastapo yagya yoga yagyastatha pare swadhyaya jnana yagyasya yataya sansita brata. I repeat. Dravyagyastapo yagya yoga yagyastatha pare swadhyaya jnana yagyasya yataya sansita brata. See the translation. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, self-control, the firm of resolve, other perform the sacrifice of material objects, or austerity or yoga, while others offer their scriptural study and knowledge. In this mantra, Sri Krishna says, "O Arjun, there are so many yagyas. One is Dravyagya. Dravyagya, objects. When we offer object to the Lord, to the divine power, it becomes a yajna. When we offer our objects, it becomes a yajna. This is Dravyagya. Like usually the people used to do. This is the one yajna. Another is yoga yajna. Yoga yajna. Arjun, yoga is also yajna. Iyam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, truthfulness, non-violence. So, yoga is also yajna. So there are so many yogis. They are doing their job. For what? Not for health, not for mental condition. They are doing yoga. The purpose of the yoga is, ultimate purpose of the yoga is not in body level, not in mind level. The ultimate purpose of yoga is the soul. Soul should be merged into Brahman. For this state, there are so many steps. There are so many steps. Patanjali says the 8 steps. 8 steps. Yam, then niyam, asan. I will not go in deep. Dravyagya, yoga yagya. So yoga, when we complete one step, then I can go another stage. If I have completed one step, first step, then I can jump the second one. If I didn't, so it is not possible go to direct the pranayam. No. We have to have the understanding about the yam, the niyam. Like in Vedanta, there are sadhana chatushtaya. Then comes asan. Asan, Patanjali wrote, sthir sukham. Sthir sukham. Whenever you feel itchiness, any posture, with any thought, not only posture, any thought. When you are very itchy with any posture, with any thought becomes so horrible. But in this state, Patanjali says, yam, niyam, asan. Asan means now you are ready to take jump. Another state. So steadiness is there, must be there. Again comes pranaya. Control the pranas. Prana is coming and going. But our job is control. How should prana work? So, Purak, Recha, Kumbhak, exhale, inhale, hold. So, we break the rhythm of the prana. In pranayam, we break the rhythm of the prana. We want to prana according to me. So that is why inhale, exhale, and hold. After pranayam, then comes pratyahar. Now we go to thought process. First we were in body level, then pran level, pranayama. Now thought process begins. Pratyahar. Just opposites. Opposites. Our sense organs were going outside. Now, vice versa, you have to do. You take from there and give them right turn inside. Pratyahar. Then dharana. Holds. Thought, you can take back your sense organs, but very soon they will go again. But holding should be power yours. Yoga, dharana, then now comes dhyan, meditation. Now meditation comes. Number 7. And we jump directly. You want meditation, teach me meditation, I want to meditation. Meditation becomes a craze. Nothing is happening. Because there were so many other steps which were skipped. And there is no any method. If someone will go direct, not possible. How many methods you try? How many masters will work with you? Useless. These conditions are automatic. One by one step completed. That completion will lead you to another steps. That completion will take you another. Then comes meditation. After meditation, samadhi. Sri Krishna says, Arjun, yoga yajna. This is also yajna. This is also yajna. You are doing yoga, you are doing yajna. Now, Swadhyaya Jnana Yajnasya Yataya Sansit. Another yajna, Sri Krishna is saying, is that Swadhyaya Jnana Yajnasya. The very famous word, Jnana Yajna. The knowledge sacrifice. Knowledge sacrifice. Jnana Yajna. What is this? You may have heard so many times about Jnana Yajna. Srimad Bhagavadgita, Gita Jnana Yajna. This is Jnana Yajna. So there are so many types of yajnas. So Jnana Yajna means the yajna in which the ahuti, oblation is only knowledge. Like we are studying the Bhagavad Gita. We are studying the verses, the chapters. Every knowledge, every understanding is an oblation. It's the Jnana Yajna. We are doing that. Swadhyaya Jnana Yajnasya. Swadhyaya. What type knowledge you should get? Swadhyaya Jnana Yajnasya. Your understanding. You may have understanding about the engineering, about the science, about the space. You may have knowledge about the entire world. If you don't understand yourself, everything is useless. So Swadhyaya means your own. Adhyan means study. Your own study. Your own study. You study yourself. Swadhyaya Jnana Yagyasa Yataya Sansit Vrta. So Sri Krishna says, Arjun, this is the another type knowledge, Yagya. So in this verse, first was a Dravya Yagya, then comes Yoga Yagya, and finally comes Swadhyaya Jnana Yagyascha. Swadhyaya, your own study. Study about the self. And this study can be done through the scriptures. You listen or you read. Every word phrase is out. Every phrase of the scriptures or masters is a oblation. So this is Swadhyaya Jnana Yagyascha. Yataya Sansit Vrta. Or for this you need great courage, great determination. Otherwise, sometimes it will happen, after sometimes you will get bored. Determination should be very strong. No, I have to do that. I have to study that. Yataya Sansita Brataha. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Eshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Isharo Gururatmiti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayeta.